Hello, everybody. My name is Taylor Prevett, and this is my internship presentation on the Family Foundation of Virginia, to be exact. So the first things first, how I found it. Uh, Honestly, it was just an email that Brother Tim Rarick sent out, um, and I pretty much jumped on it. He has a lot of really great connections. And so one thing that I would recommend for any students who might be looking for an internship or even job opportunities is make sure to check those emails that he sends out um, if you are signed up to get them. And I think this email particularly went out to all of the marriage and family studies students as well as the child development students. So it went to everybody. But yeah, just keep looking out for those um, because he uh, he knows a lot of people and he can definitely get you places. So my next slide here, responsibilities. So we had to learn and understand Virginia politics, which was something very new to us. As interns, I think there were 4 of us interns from BYU, Idaho. So obviously this is new to us because, a lot of us were in Idaho. We've grown up different places. And we also did a lot of door knocking and phone banking, which is just phone calling. Um, we would pretty much endorse certain candidates that were running in the congressional race currently, or I guess at that time, who had similar standards and similar views as the Family Foundation. The learning about Virginia politics was about the first week of the internship. And then following that, it was straight door knocking and phone banking. Most of the time, it was door knocking, unless it was a rainy day. Then we went to phone banking. So those were our responsibilities as interns. Next, how did they benefit from me being there? Really, a simple answer is the numbers that I produced. They were very, very focused on numbers, which honestly was a little misleading because on their website, it does state that we were going to be changing hearts and minds at the doors. I just don't think, in my opinion, I don't think that was the case. They were so focused on numbers. And the fact that I was somebody who was having some of the higher numbers every week, I think that's one of the biggest ways they benefited from me being there. Next, how I benefited. I think this was a little different, which was good. So first, I learned a lot about politics, not just Virginia politics, but just overall politics in general, which was really good. I talked to a lot of different people with different backgrounds. I established my own opinions on political issues that our country has been facing. Um, it helped me see people through Christ's eyes. Um, Regardless of what these people believed, whether they, affiliated with the Democratic Party or the Republican Party or moderate or independent or whatever. And, no matter what kind of background they had, it really helped me see that we are truly all, children of God and that we should all be loved and treated equally by each other. And lastly, it encouraged me to share the gospel more. I think um, leading along with that, I guess, a lot of people are really looking for love and hope throughout these crazy times. Our country is so divided that really people want peace. And so I think, sharing the gospel is one of the ways that we can bring people the peace that they need, especially throughout these times. So those are the ways that I benefited. Um, one of the biggest connections that I made was actually from the child and family advocacy class that Brother Tim Rarick taught. And that was, he taught that if you are not engaged in politics, and if you just don't care about politics, he invited us to change. And after I took this class, that really hit me, especially going into the internship. I really found that I was very ignorant in this category because I have never really been big into politics. I always thought it was just, a waste of time because there was constant arguing and constant divisiveness. And so this helped me open my eyes to see that it is important to follow politics. It is important to get out and vote. It is important to know what's going on in our country. And I think if you are avoiding these things, I would just invite you to do the same, to really become engaged, because it's through that engagement, it's through these things, it's through educating ourselves that that we can actually make changes. So yeah, I pretty much made the connection of my ignorance in this category, and have changed since. So would I recommend it? So if you are a marriage and family studies student, I would not recommend what us interns from BYU Idaho did. And that's only because we were technically part of the C4 side of the organization. And that was straight politics. I mean, we just knocked doors and did phone banking pretty much the whole time. I mean, we did go to some political events, but still. So if there were opportunities to work for the C3 side, which is really more informational stuff, you would dive into the subjects of life and marriage and parental authority and gender and human design, things like that, that are more fitting for marriage and family studies majors, then I would definitely recommend it. But the C4 side, as I have on the slide here, is much more fitted for a political science major. So that's what I would say. And if you are interested, I looked up the website. So this is, I guess this isn't who to contact, but it's where to go in order to apply for the internship. And this would specifically be the C3 side. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I hope it is helpful to you or your future. And yeah, thank you for watching.